Hi, this is John Connell. I'm a global artist ambassador for FENIX 360, and I'm joined today by the comedian Mike Shaw. Hey, Mike, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, John?
Oh, man, it's so good. I'm so glad to see you. And I'm really looking forward to sharing some of the good works that you've got available on YouTube. So, how about
Yeah.
we turn into some of your stand up? And then later, I want to learn about your podcast and really kind of your journey as an artist. Sound good?
Hell yeah, sounds good.
Multiple times. Apparently, I have an awful mouth. Somebody tried to book me for a clean gig. I said I'm happy.
Hey, Mike, really funny, man. I really appreciate it. And it takes a lot of guts to be a stand up comedian. So thanks for that. Listen, can you tell me a little bit about, how'd you get started as a comedian?
Man, I've been silly all my life. I got voted best joke teller and funny guy, and that was in the second grade.
Oh, no kidding.
My
You started real
personality's
young.
always been different. And I've just been silly all my life, man. And man, yeah, man. I grew up in New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans. And I used to watch a lot of movies, man. My mother used to be into Chuck Norris and all these older, all these older guys. My father used to listen to older music, so I have an old soul. But I'm extremely goofy, if that makes any
Yeah.
sense. But but it life and I've embraced it. And I was like, man, I really can't see myself working for somebody the rest of my life, not less than something like this. I get fired too much, man.
No, no, I can feel that, and listen, you got to be yourself. And so maybe, the world's a lot better when we've got entertainers and people who actually, make us laugh. Okay. And share
Yeah,
relatable things about why we have all these quirks that are really funny, man. And that's what comedians do so well. And you certainly are right there in doing that, so thanks for that, brother. And so, listen,
yeah, yeah.
you're working on a
Oh
podcast
yeah,
right now, aren't you? Why don't maybe you could
yeah, yeah.
maybe tell me a little bit about the podcast you got cooking right now.
Cool, cool. Yeah. I do a podcast on Tuesdays. It's called The Lifestyle Night Party. A lot of people think it's some swinger stuff, but it's not. It's I do it with other comedians. Comedian Aisha Brown. She's also out of Indianapolis, and Naptown Chris. He's a comedian also, and we all do the podcast. And man, we just have a good time, man. Every Tuesday, we're on, and we've been doing the show for 6 or 7 years.
Wow,
Um, yeah,
content.
yeah. We have a lot of content out, and it's really a good show. It's really fun. We have different little segments that people love, and it's really fun doing that podcast, man. Just trying to bring it to the masses because it's extremely funny.
Well, that's really cool, and especially when you've got some partners who you work off one another, and there's great chemistry between you. So 6 years together, that is really inspiring that you guys have been able to do this and to keep people laughing and keep it light, right? It's been challenging
Yeah,
this last couple of years, right? This pandemic
that,
and so forth. People have been really low, and so any chance we get to kind of lift spirits, that's really important.
yeah, and we try and we stay consistent, man. That's one thing that we definitely do every Tuesday. I can get a new job tomorrow, and I make sure that my Tuesdays are available. That we do our podcast. And one thing that I realize is everybody's not going to become YouTube famous tomorrow. Everybody's not going to be Instagram famous tomorrow. But the fact that we have a lot of content that people can go back and reference to and see what we do and see that we're consistent with it. That's one of the formulas to doing what we do, man. And we go out in the city, people like, oh, you got this show. Hey, you got this show. And it's like, yeah, 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 we got this show. It's pretty cool.
That's
So yeah,
great,
it works
man.
out.
That's cool.
Oh
And you know what?
yeah,
It's
definitely.
interesting. What's great about those interactions between you as well is that, when you capture that content, it's still relevant, 6 months later for someone else to tune in and see it as if it just happened live, right?
Definitely, definitely. Because we used to be on radio. Shout out to Steve Lester. He has a New Beat Radio, and we started out doing it with him, and then we just processed over to doing the podcast and doing it live.
Uh-huh.
Because you are versus just hearing your voice.
Yeah.
And over well. So when we go places and do different shows and go to different events, people recognize us, and that it's great because we have an awesome vibe. We talk to everyone that comes in contact with us. Nobody's arrogant and everything.
Yeah.
Um, A lot of love, man. It really is a lot of love, and it's great.
Man, that's beautiful. Mike, I really appreciate it. Now, listen, what's the name again of the podcast?
The Lifestyle Night Party.
The Lifestyle Night Party. All right,
Yes,
man. Well, everyone's invited. So check out Mike Shaw's social media channels below the interview here today. And also look for him on FENIX 360. And thanks for making us laugh, Mike. You take care.
Hey, thank you, John. Thank you, FENIX 360, for having me, man. Anybody check me out? Hey, it's a barrel of laughs. I do impersonations, all kind of different stuff, man. So it's definitely fun doing what we do. And thank you again. I definitely appreciate it.
I appreciate you, brother. We're blessed to have you. You take good care. Mike Shaw.
Well,
have a good one, man.
Shows. I am Aisha, the comedian.
That's
Big Body Bisha, your baby daddy's favorite ex-girlfriend.
Oh, tell them about it. What's going down? It's your boy, man, comedian Mike Shaw, aka the Stolen Co-host in the building, aka Mike Triple, aka